Hi, it's Ashley from AB Sound Advice. Today we are doing a product preview on the Oehlbach jump cables. Now these are little jumper leads that they've made and I'll be honest, when I first had these arrive a few years ago, I'm thinking to myself, awesome. I'm not a big fan of the little metal things that the brands traditionally put on the back of the speakers, and that's just me. I love cable, as you can imagine, so when I saw this as an item, I'm thinking this is going to be awesome, and I use these again on my own speakers at home. What I love about them, of course, is it's 24 karat gold. They run a combination of a silver plated copper, and it's oxygen free, of course. 24 karat gold ends, and if you've got those little metal plates on the back of your speakers, you just swap them out and replace them with a little bit of cable. And I think if you are a little bit OCD like me, or you sort of like the idea of having cable, and all my speakers I like running direct cables with, so it just seems a bit odd. And some brands actually do put these jumpers on the back. They're actually provided as part of the package, and other brands just use those little thin metal joiners that just join the biamping on the back of the amp from the top to the bottom so your top part of your speaker runs, and then you can separate them. Biamping's another setup that there's a lot of debate about biamping, the differences between powering them individually, and of course whether you get a cable that terminates into the 4 at each end or it terminates to the 2, and there's a whole stack of stuff around that, and I'm not going to go into that because, again, as I've said to you before, I'm basing everything that I'm sharing with you on my experiences, and you can imagine if you didn't think I've already tried all that, you're wrong. I've tried all the different combinations you could dream up, and even if that wasn't asked, that would be something I would have done anyway, because I can't help but always fiddling and as I said, I've been mucking in this stuff since the early 80s, since I was 15 years old, and nothing's changed. I never read instructions, I never take any notice of anything, really. It has to pass a few things. It has to pass the visual test, the field test, and then what I call the AB test, which is then my ears. So as long as my ears are in still a good operation, I'll be able to provide these product previews and things, and as my ears deteriorate, then we'll all just have to remember what I was good at in the past. So, but at the moment, I've considered to have one of the better ears. There's not much that I can't pick up. So, and I'm thankful that I can still do that, considering all the years of playing with sound. I might have a little bit of tinnitus, so I hope you don't hold that against me. But generally, I've got a very good ear. So, getting back to these little jump cables, love them. And clearly you can see straight off the bat, I love the look of them, I love the feel of them, I use them already. So if you just want to change out what's on the back of them now, you notice that they're those little flimsy things, you can order these and swap them around. If you're going to ask me what the sound difference is, I'm not 100% sure, but guess what? I feel better having them on there, and potentially I'm already in a good phase of mind knowing they're there, so the sound potentially slightly better, because whatever I play, I'm feeling good about what I've done. So I think some of you will smile as I say that, because that's the reality of it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's little product preview on these little jumpers, and I know it's a bit odd to do something like this, but hey, it's not commonly seen, and I thought, wow, it is something different, so let's cover it off. And as I said before, these guys have been around for 40 odd years from Oehlbach, so they know what they're doing, and I really do like these connections. So if you'd like more information about the Oehlbach brand, and just duck onto oehlbach.com, and again, thank you for tuning into AB Sound Advice.